Hello, hello, and welcome to Audacity Presents. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Thank you for always tuning in. And if this is your first time listening to us, welcome to the show, right? Okay. Anyway, so let's jump right in because I really feel like I have a message for you guys today, right? Like I got a word for you guys today. So last week I'm walking, I'm thinking, I'm praying as I'm walking, and this phrase, seize the moment, comes to mind. And I thought, Lord, what does it mean? What do you mean seize the moment? And so we always say seize the moment, or people have said seize the moment, meaning there was an opportunity to appreciate the now or shoot your shot. Seize the moment. What's happening right now, seize it. But what's interesting is we seize the moment, but we don't make sure that that moment has an impact for the future. Okay, let me put it another way. I was thinking about the music industry, and there are a lot of musicians or artists that seize the moment. In other words, they had a one-hit wonder. And the first thing that came to mind was Vanilla Ice and Ice Ice Baby. Okay, some of y'all young people may not know what that is, but I could not tell you another Vanilla Ice song. All I know is Ice Ice Baby. To me, that was that one hit. And I don't even know where he is right now. And there are a lot of musicians and artists that seize the moment for that one song, but they didn't make an impact for the future. Meaning, are they still making music now? They're not still producing hits because I can only tell you one song that Vanilla Ice sung. And so when we seize the moment, we want to take that opportunity to impact our future. Let me say that again. When we seize the moment, we want to seize that moment as an opportunity to impact our future. Think about that for a minute. So as I was thinking about it, I think I was driving down the street when I was thinking about it. Acts 2, the apostle Peter. In Acts 2, on the day of Pentecost, when the Holy Spirit came and everybody was gathered there, Peter rose up and gave this great sermon. Peter seized the moment. Let me read what I put in my blog this week. The Apostle Peter seized the moment in Acts 2. After the ascension of Christ on the day of Pentecost, the Holy Spirit sat on each of them, and they were filled with the Holy Spirit. These men from different regions began to speak, and each of them understood the other. This crowd, confused by what was happening, although they were confused, and some thought that they must be drunk with wine, but Peter seized that moment and said, no, they're not drunk with wine. Peter said, he stood and said, it is not the wine. And he began to preach to the men of Judea, to the men of Israel, and to the men and brethren. And his message was so powerful that 3,000 souls were saved that day. And it was so impactful that they sold all of their possessions and gave to those that were in need. And we today, you and I, are living out the impact that was made when Peter gave that sermon and those 3,000 got saved. We are living off of the beginning of the Acts 2 church. That's what you call seizing the moment and making an impact to the future. And then I put, had Peter never stood that day at Pentecost, what would have happened? Had he not chosen to seize that moment, would the church have began? Would it have come through someone else? What would have happened? But we are thankful today that Peter seized the moment. Because he seized that moment, the trajectory of the church began, and it continues to impact us today. So have you seized your moment? Have you let opportunities pass you by because you failed to seize the moment? Maybe you didn't even realize it was a moment. That's the thing. Maybe you didn't even realize it was a moment. Oh, what do I want to say? We have to, so many times we live and we're looking at tomorrow and we miss seizing the moment of today that impacts our tomorrow. Now, don't ask me to repeat that because I can't. But we need to make sure that we don't let opportunities pass us by. We need to seize those moments. So this is my Mary moment. This is what it says. It says, it is a good time to seize the moment, accept Christ into your heart to secure your eternal future. If you haven't accepted Christ, now is a good time to seize that moment, because accepting him has an impact on your eternal future. The audacity of the moment. So this was a song I heard a couple of weeks ago. I can't really shake it. It is called Stay Strong by Danny Goki. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Anyway, it says, I've been waiting for breakthrough. I've been praying for change. I know you'll work it out. I know you'll work it all for good, but how long will it take? I've been asking for healing, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready for a miracle. God, let it be this time. But if I never see the promise on this side of the grave, my hope might be shaken, but my faith will never break. Because I know the day is coming when you'll right all of the wrong. So I'll praise you in the waiting, and my faith will stay strong. Stay Strong by Danny Goki. This is a beautiful song. It'll be on my 2023 playlist on Spotify. This week, I want you to seize your moment. Y'all have a good week.